When the family moved to Canada as part of Dell's stint with the Raptors, Steph was enrolled in the nearby Queensway Christian College. Draped in a loose jersey that emphasized his small frame, 7th grader Stephen Curry tried to make his mark. James Lackey, Queensway's basketball coach, had a good initial impression of Steph's abilities despite his tiny appearance. On their first practice, Lackey asked all the players to warm up on their own. Stephen immediately stood up and gave everyone a show. His warm-up was a combination of impressive footwork, net-splashing jumpers, crossovers, and shots. Anecdotes describe the young baller as akin to a toddler, dressed in a long gown for Halloween. His jersey almost exposed his entire chest, his tiny arms flexing with every shot. Yet, despite the lack in build, Stephen Curry played better than most other regular high schoolers. He already had long-ranging shots, impressive dribbling abilities, and a mastery of the game. He was brilliant at manipulating angles and changing directions. He even knew how to use his weakness to his advantage, maximizing his short area quickness. The Queensway College was suddenly raving as they began to win with 40 to 50 points in a game, and Curry was carrying the torch. Legends of Curry's heroic basketball feats have been widely narrated. One of the earliest was when Lackey's team was down by 6 points at a season ender. Lackey knew that it would take 4 or 5 trips down the court before his players could rack up that many points, and they didn't have that kind of time. Lackey's coaching bottle was empty at that moment, and he couldn't think of any ideas to even the score. He called a timeout, not to direct Steph and his teammates, but to prepare them for a possible loss. He had accepted the nearing defeat and wanted his team to do the same. However, Lackey still had one remaining ace, though he didn't know it. He was surprised when Steph spoke up. Usually the boy would just listen to his coach and do what he was instructed. But Steph's fire was ignited. "We are not losing this game. Give me the ball," Stephen said with determination. A few moments later, Steph made 2 quick three-pointers that changed the game, soon leading Queensway to a 6-point win. Everyone in the crowd saw Stephen Curry's alter ego, the baby-faced assassin, born that day, when the kindest-looking kid on the court turned into a hungry predator. As Dell's retirement came in 2002, the Curry family decided to move back to the place they considered home, Charlotte. Stephen had to transfer to a nearby school, the Charlotte Christian School, where he played basketball for the middle school team. He led the team to 3 state playoffs and 3 conference titles. Steph later joined summer camps, where he diligently worked to grow and hone his skills. Even at this young age, Stephen's work ethic was noticed. Charlotte's coach, Sean Brown, testifies that Stephen had an extraordinary focus and passion. Their practice sessions began at exactly 6 in the morning. While the other kids were still dragging themselves from the bed, Stephen was always the first to show up and the last to leave, displaying the work ethic of a professional player. He would always ask for a recording of the practice and watch it at home to study his moves, preparing for his future opponents.